So good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome, everybody. I'm Crystal Boyd, and I'm going to be your host over the next 10 business days. And we're going to be learning about different services that Fanshawe College has to offer you as new arriving students. So today it's going to be me here with you today talking about arriving and sort of what to plan for. And then as well, we're going to watch a video from Tourism London. And then we'll also have time for questions. Just please do note that because this is being recorded, try not to share anything personal in the chat because the chat does upload as well. And if I can have everybody remain muted while I'm speaking, that would be great. And then there will be a chance for questions. I'll do my best to look at those once we are done through the main part of the presentation. So welcome, everybody. I'm so excited to have you all here. You're all likely planning to arrive within the next month or so, month and a half, maybe. So it's a pretty exciting time, I'm sure, and also really busy. So I really appreciate you taking the time to join us for this series. Okay. I'm going to share my screen here with you. Can everybody see this? Thumbs up.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. So the first one is Fanshawe Cares Live. So our goal here is to help you with the transition to living in Canada. So we want to make sure you have all the information you need prior to leaving. And then we're also going to help support you once you arrive.
Yes.
So that's sort of the goal with this is to sort of have that 2-level assistance to make sure that you do feel supported with your arrival and ways to make London home. So if I can just ask that we do remain muted. Once again, please don't share anything personal in the chat. I will be placing a copy of the presentation in the chat at the end, and we should have time for some questions as well. Okay, so having a plan. So I'm sure most of you guys have started looking at planning sort of what this is going to look like for you. Many of you have probably already booked your travel. You have an idea as to what that looks like. But some things that we are going to cover today. So your Fanshawe campus locations, and then campus services, an overview of London, a map of London, sort of some ideas to the areas you might be choosing to live, how to dress for the weather in Canada. So today is our first official day of spring, which starts later today. The day is oddly divided. We're still in the winter portion. So it was -3 this morning, but they expect it to get up to about like -6 later, or +6 later on. So the weather here can be a little bit daunting because you just really don't know what you're going to get. So we'll go over that. Banking. So that's going to be an important one that you're going to want to get done soon after arriving. Mobile phones, some housing info. Now we will have a full housing session later on during the series as well. And a new student's to-do list, and then of course a chance to ask some questions. So that's what we shall be covering today. So this gives you an aerial view of our Oxford campus. You may hear people call it the main campus, and that's just because it was the first campus. So this sort of shows you here. And it's quite a big building. There's a lot of buildings on it. So that's all of this area. So it's kind of the view of it. Residence is over in this side, the student union. I am located somewhere over in here. So yeah, so it's quite a big campus. So many of you may be at the Oxford campus. There's some other sites within London as well, and then some area campuses. So this is a college map. It just kind of gives you the layout. Now, this is only going to show you what's on the first floor, but there is upper levels as well to most of these buildings. And international office is located in E building here, and it's E2025. So we're on the second floor, and we've just undergone a great reno. So it's going to look great when you all arrive. So some other campuses within London. So this is for students going to the South Campus, which I know there is a couple there because I've seen them post in the chat. This is your building. So this building is up sort of right off of the 401 area, right close to a mall. There's actually a lot of things around that campus. And then as well, this is our downtown campus. So we'll probably likely have some students going to that campus too. And that's right in the heart of London. So both are great options for sort of being right in the middle of it. And then our area campuses. So some of you may going to want to be going to one of the area locations. So we have our St. Thomas campus. And that's a smaller campus, but yet we are starting to see an influx of our international students attending programs there. Simcoe, I know I was pretty sure I seen someone comment in the chats. So Simcoe campus as well. And that campus does have a large amount of our international students for the size of the school. And then of course, our Woodstock location. If you are a student at any of these area sites, you will want to make sure that you are getting housing within your own little town. So we do have students arrive and they think that maybe they can commute, but there is not really a bus system between, and it is quite a distance to drive. So just keep in mind that if you are at an area campus, then you may want to make sure that you're looking for housing within that campus area. So some campus links. So these are just links to some campus services. Now I see there's a hand raised. Is that a general question or something specific? Did you want to go ahead and unmute yourself and I can try to answer? iPhone? Maybe it was an accidental hand raising. Those happen too. So we'll just keep going with some of the services. So we will have somebody on to talk to us actually this week about accessibility services and counseling, our campus security services, campus store. So if you're looking to buy Fanshawe swag and gear and stuff like that, they also look after the bookstore and such. So career services, they'll also will be on here with us later on next week. And Fanshawe Student Union, they will be there with us next Monday, I believe, with more care. So food services, some health services, IT service desk, library, learning commons. So lots of links on this page to resources to sort of help you with services on campus. And getting to know London. So this is sort of an aerial view of the downtown area. So it's really quite lovely. There's lots of, we're known as the Forest City, and that's because there's lots and lots of trees. So there's a lot of areas, there's really nice trails, there's really nice walking areas. During the warmer months, there is a lot of activities and festivals that come to the downtown area. So lots of things to see there. And lots of water areas, which is also nice. It does get pretty hot in the summer. There's beaches near us, but even within the city, there's different areas that have like nice water fountains and stuff, such as what you can see down here, which is off of Harris Park. And the baseball diamond that you see up here is actually the oldest baseball diamond in North America, and it's still used. So we do have London majors that play out of that baseball field. And yeah, lots of stuff. Between concerts and festivals, there's a lot of fun things that you guys will have the opportunity to join for the summer term. So Google Maps. So I do recommend sort of using it to kind of get an idea of the areas, even before looking for housing, to kind of figure out how long is this bus ride going to be if I choose to live here? What are the resources like grocery shopping, baking, etc. that are around me? Because those things are going to sort of help you with your transition to life in Canada if those things are easy to access. So neighborhoods, depending on the area that you might be choosing, because not everybody's going to live right close to their campus. So some might be in a different area. Do note that all of our students at any of our London sites, they do get a bus pass with your student fees. So that's always helpful with picking an area. It doesn't have to be as close because you do have the bus pass. And transportation routes. So you can use the LTC's website to sort of look at what buses run where and what time and stuff, or walking trails, bike trails, etc. So lots of information that you can access using Google Maps and stuff like that to kind of figure out what areas you might want to be in. So the LTC, so this is our London Transit Commission, and this is the bus service that we do offer. So this is offered all full-time students of any of the London campuses. get that bus pass as part of your tuition fees. Other options, though, during the summer months, it's pretty nice for walking, biking. There's areas to put your bike so it remains safe. Ride shares and those sorts of things. So those are not hosted by Fanshawe. But there's potentially different options out there, and driving in Canada. Some of you may wish to get your license once you get here and start that process. I've heard that sometimes for some people, purchasing a car here or leasing it can be a bit more affordable than some locations. So having fun in the Forest City. So lots of parks. And as I said, these parks will have festivals throughout the summer and stuff. Victoria Park, so they do have a lot of festivals, probably 3 or 4 over the summertime. Harris Park, they do like live concerts and stuff like that there. Springbank Park is a great park to meet up. There's lots of areas to walk. There's playgrounds and stuff like that. So it's a great area, especially for families. Budweiser Gardens, so that is our like live shows and sort of theater type stuff that you could watch there. I just took my kids to Disney on Ice there, which was wonderful. So lots of options. There is some museums and stuff here, some places to explore. Activity centers. So London actually does have quite a few escape rooms and then places where you can go to have fun, like trampoline parks and things like that. So there is a lot of options, which is great. You want to be coming to a city that's going to have a lot of activities and things that you can do. And the FSU, they do host over the summertime, especially trips like to Canada's Wonderland, which is like huge rides and stuff like that, or to Niagara Falls, which I'm sure most of you have heard of that. And that's that beautiful falls that falls really, really high and is like just a huge draw for everybody. So lots to do, lots to get engaged with. So dressing for the weather. So we did talk a bit about that. And on a day like today, where it's first day of spring, so the morning I'm definitely wearing a big heavy coat and other items to keep warm, but by the afternoon I may not need that coat. That is a typical day in Canada. So during the cold weather, and the cold weather, depending on where you're from, could feel like it starts as early as September. But usually we'd say like the end of October till about middle of March is sort of the cold season, where you could expect that at any time you could get snow. So during that time, make sure you are wearing winter hats. So we often call those toques. So it's a warm hat that kind of pulls down and goes over your ears to keep them warm. You may need sunglasses during the winter, depending on how bright it is, a scarf or a neck warmer. And that's just to make sure you are nicely bundled up and keeping your heat in. Winter jacket, sweaters. Some people would really like to layer, waterproof mitts, long sleeve shirts, snow pants. So snow pants you would probably only really have to wear if it was really, really cold or if you're doing like an outdoor activity. Long pants or long johns, we call them. Those are like thermal clothes that go underneath. Socks. So you will want to make sure you have warm, dry socks and some sort of insulated winter boots. Okay. So a lot of layers, a lot of heavy warm stuff because our winters can get pretty chilly. But then during the warm weather, which usually starts, well, it better start tomorrow because today's the first day of spring. Whether it does or not, it's a whole other story. But so during that time period, you may want a sun hat, sunglasses, more of a t-shirt. You might want to have like a spring jacket and transition to just the t-shirt as the day gets warmer. Sunscreen, insect repellent. I'm sure you're used to those in your home countries as well. Sorry. And then short or long sleeve pants, but you are going to want to make sure that they're breathable and that you don't overheat because our summers do get pretty warm. Socks and of course like a running shoe or hiking shoe. Yeah, so just kind of preparing for the different weather. So in the depth of winter, we do see like freezing rain, snow. We can get even up to like 20 centimeters overnight, lots of blowing winds. And then winter sort of leads us into the springtime. It might be a bit rainy during the spring, but it's usually nice. And that's like our season where all the flowers are getting ready to bloom and stuff. The summer, so that's where it does get hot and humid. And so by humid, it's a real sticky feeling. So I know from some of your home countries, you don't really get that same humidity that we do get here. So like your hair is going to be really, really frizzy and stuff like that. The summertime does have extended daylight hours because we just get more sunshine. So that's pretty nice. And then our fall. So fall can be really nice. It could be a little bit chilly. So you might wear sort of start to transition to some winter wear. But the fall is really pretty. And there's a lot of nice things to do here in the fall, like pumpkin patches and stuff. So lots of fun things. We'd love to see you out and getting involved. We do have a Fanshawe Friends program, which they are going to be on to talk to us on our very last day. And they tend to do a lot of outdoor fun activities for students. So where to shop? So shopping might look a bit different than it does back home. Maybe you don't have malls. Maybe your shopping is done more like on a markets and grocery shopping and those sorts of things. Here during the summertime, you will be able to go to like fruit markets and stuff, but the rest of the year you will likely need to use grocery stores. Now we do have malls, so these are going to be a store that kind of has all different types of clothing, shoes, those sorts of things. And we have 3 of those. So we have Maceville Mall, White Oaks Mall, and then Argyle Mall is more like a center. So it's a bunch of different stores. And then we do have some good options for thrift stores. So thrift stores can be really helpful because you can get sort of big ticket items at a much more reduced price. Often people donate their clothes there that have hardly used them. So we do find there is some value for sure to looking at some of the thrift store options. And then we do have what's known as discount stores. So these are going to be things like Walmart, Giant Tiger, and the dollar store. So these tend to be well used as well. And their prices, you can sometimes find things quite a bit cheaper than other places. And then there's also like buy and sell websites too, things like Kijiji or Facebook Marketplace and stuff like that. Of course, be careful, right, when you're making plans to meet up with strangers and stuff. You want to make sure you are being safe about it and not getting duped either, because not everybody's super honest. But yeah, so that gives you some ideas of shopping, of kind of how to access some of those resources. And using Google Maps, you will actually be able to find, you know, like what mall, what stores are in your area. So banking in Canada. So most of you will have to set up banking accounts here. Some of you may have already chosen to do that from your home country, but there is quite a few different options for banking. So some things to consider is, what is the monthly fee? So most banks should offer a student account, and this account should come with unlimited transactions usually, and there's a 0 fee for this because you're a student. So make sure that whatever bank you're going with does offer that. So transaction limits. So as I said, most with their student accounts should be giving it to you, knowing that most students need to have the no limit one. E-transfers. So how many per month do you get, and what is the cost for extras? So some of the banking plans will have an all inclusive, so like everything's covered. So mine, I can send as many e-transfers as I want, and it's covered with my banking fees. But as a student, you shouldn't have to pay those full banking fees. So locations, are you going to choose a bank that's close to your campus or maybe close to home? Just so that might be something you consider. A credit card. So would your bank issue you a student credit card? And if they will, some things to keep in mind is that's not free money. That is money you will have to pay back with interest, and the interest rates can be around 20%. So that's a pretty heavy amount. I think often students, and this is the same for domestic students, I think they often think, oh, this is kind of like free money. This is a great way to, you know, spend ahead of what I'm earning, but it can put you in a bit of a tricky situation. Okay. Also, you might want to know, is there a rewards program? So I bank with a company that does have a rewards program for movies and stuff, which I like. And is there a minimum balance required? That shouldn't be the case with any student accounts, but you just might want to chat with them about that. Then there is some logos here and some bank options. So mobile phones. So you will find the cost of the phones here, and the plans are likely going to be a lot more than they are back home. So you might not want to upgrade to the latest, greatest phone here because you may be paying a lot of money for that. Okay. So what phone company you go with is really more of a personal choice. You will want to do some research on that. Don't just sign up with the first provider. There's like the big three companies, so Rogers, Bell, and TELUS. So those are sort of the big three plans. But there's also subsidiaries of each of those that sometimes offer a little bit of a better plan, but it really depends as to what you're looking for. And then do you want a prepaid plan or a monthly plan? So prepaid, let's say you spend $40 and it gives you a specific amount of minutes. And once those minutes are gone, you have to get a new card. Or do you just want a monthly plan where you know what the cost is going to be every month? And yes, our mobile plans here are quite a bit more expensive. I just had to renew and get a new phone and get a new plan. And I was like, yep, this is definitely on the high end. So if you have a phone, you can just get a new SIM card easier and then pick which company you want to bank with, but completely up to you. Okay, so some apps of interest. So these are apps that we think you might want to use once you're here. So the on time. So this is going to be the LTC bus app. This is going to help you to know whether your bus is scheduled on time, what time you can expect it at the stop you're at, if there was any weather issues or any delays. The Stay Safe app. So this is a Fanshawe College app. And this app is great so that if you were ever alone on campus, you can let them know where you're working. It also will be a great option to let you know, like if for any reason there was a college closure. The queueless virtual line system. So pretty much every college service does use this. We use it here at the international office, and that's where you do have to get into a virtual line. And then you're called up to speak to somebody. And then WhatsApp is obviously, a lot of you probably already use WhatsApp. We just find it can be helpful for the students so that you're not spending money on like the texting plans and stuff. Finding accommodations. This is a big one. We will have Glenn Matthews with us this Friday to talk to us about accommodations and sort of what to look for and how to get a good lease and stuff. So research and explore the City of London. So we do recommend waiting until you arrive. However, for some of you, that might not be an option. Make sure that if you're paying any sort of a deposit that you have actually physically seen the place. We do have people running scams like that. So you just want to be very careful, but you can go to the link there and look at the neighborhood profiles. So sort of how far are you, what's around you, just kind of give you a good idea of the areas you're looking at. Our off-campus housing search can be found at placesforstudents.com. So this will help you with landlords that have posted on our site with us. They are vetted by a third-party company. So we would expect to see less issues. So after attend the housing session. So that's going to be this Friday. So make sure you attend it to learn about your rights as a tenant, as to what can be expected and stuff, and some tips and tricks on that. And then so housing tips, this is just a quick overview. So start your housing search early. And this would be to help you kind of get an idea of what style of accommodation you want. What are you looking for? What area? Do not provide payment to landlords without seeing the lease and the rental unit. First, last month's rent plus a deposit are often required. So plan accordingly. Leases are typically for 12 months. You might be able to, but they're going to be very unlikely and very less common to find a 4 or 8 month lease. Laws do not permit more occupants than the number of bedrooms. So it does come down to a square footage amount. But for fire safety reasons and other things, it is definitely much safer to keep the number of occupants in a house to the number of bedrooms. All those in the apartment must be on the lease. So you want to make sure that if you're renting somewhere, you are on that lease, because if you are not on that lease, then you don't have many rights, as like the same rights as a tenant would. Okay. Accommodations might not be available close to the college. So you might need to expand your search. But as I said, you do have the LTC bus pass, and most things within London are pretty accessible. If you are going to pay in cash, do keep your receipts. Okay, make sure you are getting a receipt. And e-transfer is a good option because then you have proof of that transaction, and you can also put a note on it as to what it was for. So. And Glenn Matthews will go over a lot more specific to housing. Now we can get to the ask us anything. I do see this chat up here and it looks like quite a lot of questions. Although it looks like a lot of people are maybe trying to create groups, which is great, but do remember this is public, so you might have some other people, once this is shared, trying to email you or connect with you. Was there any questions in the chat so far? I'm seeing a lot of conversations between students, which is wonderful. Was there any questions about arriving or what that looks like or anything else? I do see a question here about the Toronto campus. So yes, if anybody is at the Toronto campus, a lot of these services won't apply to you just because they are exclusive to the London and area campuses. But the more care definitely will. And housing search tips and those things are going to be helpful to you no matter where you are. So some of it you might not find as helpful, and some of it I think will be as useful. Okay, so I have a couple of raised hands. iPhone, did you have a question? You had your hand raised, I think, most of the presentation, so it may just be that it's left on. Okay. So we'll go down to the next question. Ogbuhi? Would you like to unmute yourself and ask your question? Ogbuhi Michael?
Yes.
Hi, did
Hello.
you have a question?
Hello.
Hi there.
Yeah. How are you doing?
I'm good, and how are you?
I'm fine. I'm Michael, calling from Nigeria.
Oh, hi, Michael. Hi. Did you have a question for us today?
What?
Do you have a question? You have your hand raised.
Yes, I have a question. How do I feel this international student form? My visa is not yet out, but I'm expecting it this month.
Yeah,
How will I
so
do that?
you have until April 12th to fill out the ISF. If you're unsure if it's going to be back in time, or if you don't think it's going to be back in time, then you may need to defer to another term. Are you working with an agent or somebody from within your country?
I'm working with an agent.
Yeah, so you speak to the agent sort of about what that's looking like and what the options might be. But you do have to have your ISF form in by April 12th.
Yeah, he said that the visa had to come out first before the I international student form is filled. So that is what I'm waiting now. Is there any other way?
No, so you have to have an approved, like the approval to study. And it has to be in by the 12th so that we know that you can likely be in Canada and be ready to study by the time classes start. So if you're not going to have it by the 10th, then you would likely be looking at by the 12th, then you would be looking at a deferral.
All right, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Thank you for the question.
You're welcome.
Kimmy, did you want to go ahead and ask your question?
What?
Hi, good morning, good evening.
Hi.
Yes, I just have a few questions regarding the fund card. So just to clarify, the fund card that we'll be using for the bus ride will be for free, right? It's included in the tuition fee, and we can ride the bus unlimited around London. Is that right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. And one more thing regarding the reimbursement process when we get to London from Pearson to London. I know that you are partnered with some logistics bus or cars or shuttles, but is it possible if there's a relative who or a friend who pick us up and then we can instead reimburse the gas for it?
So unfortunately, no. So if you're a student traveling alone, then the only option is the Robert Q shuttle bus, which we would book for you. If you're a student traveling with family, then you would look at booking your own transportation and then qualify for the reimbursement. But unfortunately, students choosing to take an alternate type of transportation, there is no funds for it.
Got it. Thank you. That's all. Have a great day.
Yes, you too. Thank you. And was that Karen
hi.
or Kimmy?
Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
My question about accommodation and how long do students usually search the housing? Is it possible to find a rental for 1 week or 2 weeks? Please.
Yeah, so we do find that students arriving, it's really going to depend on what you're looking for. So those arriving with family might do like a short stay in an Airbnb because they might need some more time because of the specifics of what they need. And other students may only stay in an Airbnb or like a short-term rental for like a week or so, and then find something. Now you are coming at a good time because most of the students who would have started in September will have finished. So there should be actually a bit more options for housing available. So if you do your research beforehand and you kind of have an idea of like, you know, I want an apartment, I want a 1-bedroom suite, I want a room in a house with other people. So if you kind of have an idea as to what you're specifically looking for, that should also help you out.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Next, is that?
Hi. Good morning, Daryl. So I have a question, 2 questions actually.
Yeah.
First one is I would like to know more information about the process to get the bus card.
Yeah.
And how to pay it.
Yeah, so there's no fee to pick up your Fanshawe card. So it's going to be your fan card. So if you go to the Fanshawe College website, there's an actual link there from the page. You upload your picture. So you could take your own picture as long as it meets their standards, and you upload your government issued ID and you send that into them and they will approve it usually. And then you can pick up your card, and to pick up the card is just in the office, actually right next door to us. So it's on the 2nd floor of E building at E2020, and you can come up there and you would just get in their line to pick up your fan card, and it's completely free. And then that fan card, as of the first day of classes, becomes active for riding the bus. So there's no charge for the card. Now, if you lose it, then there is a charge. So do make sure you hold on to that card. But that card is your Fanshawe student ID. It is your bus pass. It's used in conjunction with your health card number. So it is a really important card, but once again, it is free. So there's no concern there.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. And
You're welcome.
I would like to know about the pickup, the schedule of the pickup bus from Pearson Airport to London. I'm not sure if you usually get a specific schedule to pick up the students.
Yeah, so once you submit your international student form, and if you select that you're looking for a shuttle, and as long as you are arriving within the dates, which for this arrival would be April 5th till April 30th. So as long as you are arriving within those dates, then we would book your shuttle for you. Now we do look to book your shuttle between 4 and 6 hours after you arrive. And that might seem like a really long time, but it does take students a decent amount of time to get through customs and immigration. And we find that if we're booking anything less, the students are actually missing their shuttle. So we usually try to book it around the 4-hour mark. Now, if you have a late night arrival and you're arriving after 8 p.m., you likely will have to wait until the following morning because there is not an overnight shuttle at this point. But we sort of look at what is the best option based on your flight times.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Love.
You're welcome.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. So I just want to ask, I have a couple of questions. So the first is, I know you said if we come in with family, we need to book our shuttles ourselves. But there was a session that I held on Friday, and the presenter said we could actually book with one of the partners. So I don't know how we could go about that in order to still book with the Fanshawe partners.
So it does have to be booked with one of our partners, which there's different options there. There's private car options. There's still the shuttle option. Have you completed your international student form?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, so then we would have you on the list, and then you would receive an email from us that should list the different partner options.
Okay.
And then you can choose from any of those.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. Then the second one for me is, I know when talking about accommodation, like I think places for students, is that like, do they have places for family where they could stay?
So they may have a rental for like a whole apartment and stuff, but it's kind of a different search for families. So what you could do is actually, we did some family sessions. Did you join us for the 3-day family sessions last, that started in February?
No, I wasn't aware. So I wasn't
that's okay. Yeah. So those videos are actually saved on our YouTube page. And if you go to those, you should be able to watch the video. There's one on like finding daycare and schooling. There's one on housing and stuff, and it's all geared towards our students traveling with family.
Okay.
That might be helpful for you too.
Okay, I'll check that. And lastly, is it possible for us to get this slide so that we could always reference to it in case we need anything?
Yeah, absolutely. So sometimes it lets me add my slides in here, and sometimes it gives me a hard time. So it just depends here. Yes, I can definitely try to put the slides in. Usually we do if we can. There were some updates made, so it doesn't always let me. But yeah, so I can try to add those. And yeah, if you check out the family sessions on YouTube, you should actually be able to gain a lot from that, I would think.
Thank you so much. This has been helpful. Thanks.
Oh, you're welcome. And the sessions will just continue to be helpful because it's really dealing with a lot of information from multiple sources. Perfect.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
I think I'm at Ravindan. Ravindahan.
Hi, this is Arvind. Yeah,
Hi.
I'm Arvind. Good morning.
How can I help you?
I just have this little doubt, I'm
Okay.
reaching Toronto Pearson on April 20th, but I have some work to do in Toronto for a day. So can I board the shuttle the next day on 21st from
So
Pearson to London?
unfortunately, we can only do the shuttle booking on the day of the arrival.
Okay.
There's no
Just one
option to
minute.
do it the next day. So we book it on the day of your arrival, unfortunately. So we would
Okay,
have
okay,
to
sure, thank you.
book it that way.
Good morning, ma'am.
Okay, then, no problem. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Sorry about that.
Hello.
Hello,
Hi there.
ma'am. Actually, I want to ask a question regarding when will we get the schedule for business management?
Okay, so schedules are actually released through your department. So you won't, it's not something, and it's released over your web advisor. So it'll just be loaded there. Likely it'll be loaded early to middle of April.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, so don't be
Hello.
alarmed if it's not there yet. It's just
Hello.
probably not ready yet.
Hello.
Hello, ma'am.
Oh, I think I have Joseph next.
Hello. Hello.
Hi.
Yeah. Ma'am, greetings from my side. Hello, ma'am.
Hi.
Ma'am, I have a question that I haven't received my visa yet for my intake study, but I want to ask that if I get that after 12th of April, what will be the solution for that?
So unfortunately, if it's received after the 12th, so anybody that doesn't have their ISF completed to us by the 12th, because that means that we don't have your visa either, would likely be canceled from their program. So you would have to defer to a different term. So it's really important that everything is done by the 12th.
Ma'am, is there any alternate solution that I can send a mail to college regarding my intake study, because I want to study in my intake only? Is it possible, or there is no alternate solution?
So are you working with an agent from your country?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so I would speak to them about options because they'll know whether or not there's any wiggle room with that. Unfortunately, most of our programs are very full. So there's not really even room to squeeze people in or move things around. So that's why it is important to try to have it in by the 12th. But I would speak to your agent to kind of find out what the options are because they can follow up for you.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.
Hello. Hi.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah,
Can
I
I
have
ask
a question.
Oh, sorry, 1 second. I'm just going to go in order of the questions, and it looks like
Hello.
the next person who had a question should have been Jitesh.
Ma'am, I have completed my question.
Okay, perfect. The hand is just still raised. That's okay.
Oh,
Lower your hand. Okay, there you go. Hi there. Mriganka?
Raganka. Yes, hi. I had a question. So in one of the emails or the offer letter or something, I had noticed there was a mention about hotels being provided by Fanshawe at a subsidized rate, if I'm not wrong. I just wanted a little knowledge on that because I have to look for a temporary residence for 2 or 3 days because the room that I'm renting is not available until 1st April.
Okay, so you're coming before the 1st of April?
Yes, I will be landing in Montreal on 23rd, but I will be staying with my family in Ottawa for a few days. But I want to visit London a little early, like 2-3 days before. So I just wanted to know if there's any mode of, what do you say, residence for 2-3 days itself.
Yeah, so you could look at Airbnb options or a short stay hotel. And if you were to email Fanshawe Cares at fanshawe.ca, I'll put that in the chat. We can send you out a list of some hotel partners to offer a little bit of a reduced rate for our incoming students.
Thank you so much. I will definitely look into that.
Yeah, so if you send us an email just asking for the list of our hotel partners, we can send that back out to you.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello, ma'am. Can I ask a question?
Yes, hi, HP.
Irish Gulapa. We are arriving in Canada 9:55 p.m. That means we need to wait until the morning 7 a.m. to wait the bus, the service bus.
Yeah, unless where is your flight coming in from?
In Toronto, Pearson, ma'am.
But from where?
From Philippines.
Oh, okay. Now, are you traveling with family?
Yeah, with my wife.
Okay, so if you're traveling with family, you'll actually book your own transportation through one of our third-party companies.
Okay.
So the benefit of that would be if you are booking a private car, they'll come at any time.
Yes.
And then you would be responsible for paying for the transportation, but then you would submit your receipt for a credit of $100.
Okay, for only $100.
Yes, yeah, that's all that's credited back. Because that's about the shuttle cost. So that's why. Yeah. So, but you'll have the option because you're traveling with family to book your in a private car, and then that you could book it any time.
We just need to book a private car or
pardon me, sorry?
The preferred bus.
The one preferred bus for Fanshawe emailed.
Yes, yeah. So if we sent you the list of our partners, it does have to be one of our partners. Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello, hi.
Hi there, Bonjour.
Hello.
Yeah, I have a question about the international student form.
Okay.
I've already completed filling it and I've submitted it and it has been approved. I'm just wondering, how do I get a copy of the international student form confirmation?
So you should have received a confirmation with a number of it immediately. But then what's also going to happen is, when did you submit your form?
Yeah, I received the confirmation via mail. I was thinking it was going to be like in a PDF format or something.
Yeah, no. And then you'll receive an email from Fanshawe Cares.
Yeah, I
That'll-
received the email as well.
You did, yes. Yep. So that's all you are going to need. And it's just showing that you did let
I'm
us
just
know
wondering,
plans.
last Friday, they were saying something about we have to come with the international student form to show it to the
Oh,
CBSE.
If you just print
point
the
of interest.
email that we sent you from Fanshawe Care saying your form has been approved.
Oh, okay,
That's all
okay,
you
that's
need.
fine. Okay, that's fine, thank you.
You're welcome. Denise, sorry, we skipped you there. Hi.
Hello?
Hi. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I would like to ask a question about the pickup from the airport.
Sorry, 1 second. Can everybody please make sure you're muted? There's a lot of background traffic here. Thank you. Go ahead, Denise.
Hello? Sorry. I just would like to ask about the airport transportation. I'll be arriving from Manila to Pearson around the 19th in the evening.
Okay.
Around 8 in the evening.
Yeah.
And I just would like to ask as well if it's okay if my aunt will be picking me up and I will not take advantage of the shuttle services.
Yeah. So it's no problem if family or friends want to pick you up, that's fine. There's just no reimbursement for gas or anything.
Okay.
So if
So
you
there's
choose a family or friend to pick you up, it's just that
Oh,
any
okay.
costs will just be associated with you, but that's perfectly fine. Yep.
Okay, and then I'll just go to the main campus itself on around at least around the May 1st. At least that's fine, right?
Yeah,
That's no
yes,
problem
as
at
long
all.
as you're able to be here for the first day of classes, yeah, you're fine.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for answering my question. That's just the important thing because I wanted to make sure as well because I wanted my aunt to pick me up and I'll just be staying in her house in around like a few days just to get to know the place as well.
Oh, that's nice. I think it's great if you have that option. Yeah, no, wonderful.
Thank you. Thank
Okay,
you so much.
you. And then Bondu, we answered your question. So Shravika?
Hello, hi.
Hi.
Ma'am, I want to ask that I've already completed my international student form, but I didn't receive any confirmation mail yet.
Okay, when did you complete your form?
It's been around 3 to 4 days already.
Oh, but over the weekend, right?
Yeah.
Yes, so we don't process the forms over the weekend.
Okay.
So you should likely be getting a response back today.
Oh, okay. Thank you, ma'am.
The response is usually within like 3 to 4 business days at the longest amount of time.
Oh, okay. Thank you so
Okay.
much, ma'am.
You're welcome. Mohammed?
Hello, ma'am. Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
Hello.
Hi, still here.
My classes starts at 1st of May, but can I land on Canada in 5th April?
You want to arrive in April?
Yeah, April 5th. Can I arrive in April 5th? When I asked my agency, they said only after 12th of April you can land on Canada because of some issues and all.
No, you should be able to arrive anytime within 30 days prior to the start. We recommend the 30-day window because you don't have healthcare outside of that. So for anybody planning to arrive prior to April 1st, you don't have health care coverage. So make sure you have your own privately. But no, you should be able to arrive middle of April is perfectly fine. You'd still be arriving within our shuttle window so that we would be able to provide you a shuttle. There should be no problem with that.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, you're welcome. Kimmy?
Good morning, madam.
Oh,
Hi, it's me again.
hi.
Sorry, I
Kimmy.
just have a follow-up question. Actually, this is from my schoolmate in South, so we have gathered some question here. Number one, is there a gym or fitness center near the South campus?
So South Campus itself, you could probably find some smaller gyms and stuff nearby because it is a pretty well-populated area. But you would also have the option to use the wellness center at the Oxford campus. So you do have the
Got it.
option to use
So,
any of the classes, to use the rock wall climbing and stuff like that.
oh, that's great. So all we have to do is maybe show our card in that campus, if ever.
Yes, and they are going to be on talking to us one day this week. So you can learn more about the fitness center and the wellness options.
Got it. Thank you. And then I have another question. Can we use the fun card on weekends?
Yeah, so your fan card is good on any bus within the City of London at any time.
Got it. And also the laptop centers near the South campus,
Sorry, the what?
the laptop center or any
Yeah, so South
place
Campus
where
does have its own little IT staff person there.
got it. All right, that's all for South. Pete. Thank
Perfect.
you.
You're welcome. Great questions. Okay, Irish. Irish Galupa, did you have a question?
And then, ma'am.
Hi. Did you
Nan,
have
ma'am.
a question?
Yes, ma'am. My question is already answered.
Oh, okay, perfect. I'll just lower your hand then, okay?
Okay. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Halak?
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, I have two questions. One is that my course is beginning on the 1st of May. So is there any orientation class or the schedule that will be sent to us separately, or like, is it already pre-planned?
So they should be sending out something likely in early April to tell you what orientation is going to look like. It's going to be on a smaller scale because our May intake is a smaller intake, but there will be some sort of an orientation. Yeah, I just don't think it's been worked out yet.
Okay, that's fine. And the second question is that I got my schedule out today. So one of my classes they say it's an online room, like it's obviously an online component that's involved, but then do we need to report to our campus to actually, attend those online sessions, or is it fine?
Not at all. You can do your online session from home, from Starbucks, from wherever you would like to. Yeah. If it's online, it is completely online. You do not have to be on campus.
Okay, that's great. Thank you. That's all from my side.
Perfect. Thank you. Jella?
Hi, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
I just would like to ask about the more care insurance.
Yeah.
I want to ask if we can get a certificate or a proof that we have this insurance from the school. My main purpose is that the Philippines embassy might gonna ask for that during my flight. I just want to be ready.
Yeah, so as long as you have your proof of you paying tuition, because it's within your tuition, it show like they'll know that means that you have health insurance.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
You're welcome. Luandeep?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, actually, I had a question that yesterday I was checking my class schedule. So there I saw that my classes are till 11 p.m. One of my class was till 11 p.m. or maybe 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. So my question was that will public transport be available at that time?
It is, yes. Most of our buses run until midnight. So
okay.
You should be, but that does seem pretty late to me.
Yeah, actually, I think it was a programming JavaScript classes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so maybe it's just the way, or the way that goes. Yeah. But yes, no, if it's on your schedule, please also note that your schedule can change even up until the first 2 weeks of class.
Okay.
Okay, so it could still change, but yes, the buses run until midnight.
Okay.
Okay.
And my other question was that is it possible to make a group for the like the people who are going to main campus so that we can connect with each other?
So
Actually, it's
we can't do that, but you guys could certainly over WhatsApp sort of organize that. I'm not sure how you would go about that.
yeah, actually that's only the problem because we can't see anyone from the main campus.
Well, there's a lot of people from the main campus. I can see based on their programs that they're from the Oxford campus.
Okay.
Like I can see that, like I can see comments coming through, and certain programs are like going to be at Maine. But you're going to get a chance to get to meet a lot of people during the start of term and stuff too. And then you'll meet a lot of people through your classes. But yeah, I mean, it's great to kind of get ahead of it. You could try like on WhatsApp groups, different things like that.
And are we going to have any like what say that orientation before our classes start?
So we do expect that you will either have one like the first day of classes, you might have like a morning orientation or something like that, but there should be some sort of an orientation. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for the answers.
You're welcome.
Good day.
Take care. Diane?
Hi,
Hi.
good morning.
Good morning.
Yes. I'm just going to ask. I will be arriving in Canada on the April 26, 8 p.m. in the evening, Canadian time. So I would like to ask if there will be bus available, the school service.
Yeah. So if you're arriving, are you arriving right at 8 p.m.?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what I usually try to do, so I tend to be the one doing the bookings by chance. I usually try to that if you're arriving by 8 p.m., I try to get you on the 11:30, which is the last bus.
Oh, I see.
If you can't
Okay.
get on that, then you would be put on the the next morning bus.
Oh, and then follow-up question. Are they going to send us exactly where our accommodation is?
Yes, yep. So they will either take you to their depot and then you get in a taxi to go to your accommodation, or if there's a bunch of students going to the same one, they take you right there. But yes, they will arrange for you to get directly to wherever you're staying. Yeah, because that's covered with the fee.
Okay, that will be all. Thank you.
You're welcome. Take care. June?
Hi, good morning. So my question, actually, Dan somewhat asked my initial question, but it's really more a follow-up. So in case, worst case scenario that I get out of the airport later than 11 p.m., would I just have to stay in the airport while waiting for the next bus at 8 a.m.?
Yes. So you could leave though, like if you wanted to go outside of the airport for a couple hours, you could. You just would need to make sure that you were back in time for that shuttle.
I see.
But people that are arriving at say 11 p.m., you might not clear customs until 2 or 3. So like you might not have as much time as you think to wait.
Oh, I see.
Because customs can take some time.
But usually airports have these lounges where we can just sleep for a bit, right?
To sit and stuff and doze. I think you can probably doze. I'm not sure that they have like a bed section, but you should be able to at least relax for a bit. Yes.
Okay, got it. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right.
Ogwaniki?
Hi, hello.
Hi. Do you have a question?
Okay, I have a few questions.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. Concerning the shuttle bus here, concerning the shuttle bus here, I didn't really get how long you said the wait time is going to be for. I'm supposed to land by 8:10 a.m. on 22nd of April. So I didn't really get the time. You said the shuttle bus will be there to wait for. Can you please recap on that again, please?
Yeah, so if you're arriving around 8 o'clock at night, you likely will
Morning,
have to wait.
8
Pardon?
a.m.
8 a.m.?
8 a.m. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, if you're arriving around 8 a.m., then you'll probably be on the next shuttle at 12 p.m. So we always try to
nice.
plan for about 4 hours.
Okay,
Just
nice.
because
Then
that seems to be the median time that people need.
Okay, that's cool. The second question is immediately after arrival, can we start the process for the fan card, or we have to wait till we start lectures for that?
No, you can start the process for your fan card even prior to coming, and then it's ready for pickup once you get here. But you can pick that up at any time. Yeah.
Okay, please.
It just might not start
process
working on the
if
bus
I
until the
want to
first.
start?
Hello?
Oh, so how do I know about the process, please?
Like the process to get your fan
Yeah,
card?
is that link now? Yes.
Yeah, they're like right off of our website, you can actually find it. Or if you use the presentation that I added to the chat, you should be able to like use the link to the fan card.
Okay. Okay, I think that's all for now. Thank
Okay,
you.
perfect. Thank you. Annabelle?
Okay, hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so I am already in this in Canada. I just want to find out, but I am in Calgary. So I just want to find out if I can open a bank account here and then I can also use it when I get to school.
So you would probably need to ask the bank there because they probably have to transfer. Like, I think as long as it's a bank that we have here in Ontario, you should be able to, because I would think.
RBC.
Yeah, so we do have our RBC bank in Ontario. I would double check with the bank because I think what they can do is even just move your home branch once you're in London.
Okay. Then also, I was also going to find out if I can get a phone here as well, so that then when I come there, I can use it. Is that possible?
So it might be different plans. So I would be careful because you might get a plan and then you might be stuck in that plan and that plan might not be offered in Ontario.
Oh, I see.
And like they may then charge you like a long distance type charges because your phone number stems from Alberta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right,
So
then.
if you were
Thank you.
going to get a plan, like get a phone there, I'd probably get a phone like and buy it outright so that whatever company you go with once you're here and just do like the prepaid plan where you aren't locked into a contract.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Paulina?
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
I have a question about the international student form. I've been trying to fill it, but it says that it's not available.
Oh, could it be, are you trying to do it on your phone?
No, in the laptop.
The laptop. Okay. Yeah, because the link is working and other people have been accessing it. Have you tried reloading it? Like maybe it's a system issue? Does it let you get into the form at all or no?
No, it just says the form is currently unavailable.
Okay. So I would try going to our website. Like, when was this? Have you been, like, has it been over many days?
Yes, I've been trying several days to fill it.
Okay. So what I might suggest then is getting in touch with our IT support desk.
Okay.
To find out why that is, because that shouldn't be down. Have you tried accessing it through the website?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I would definitely reach out to our IT support to kind of, maybe they can troubleshoot that with you.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, I'm Rich Powell.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
I have a question that do Fanshawe College provide any enrollment letter or any other letter for the travel purpose?
We do not. You would use your LOA your tuition receipts, and your international student form approval. You don't need a travel letter.
So do I need to download that PDF which I received on the time of submitting international approval form?
No, you just need to have the email that Fanshawe Cares sent you.
A submission confirmation email.
Yes, the confirmation email. Yep.
Okay, I have a second question.
Yep.
I'm enrolled in agribusiness management at Fanshawe College. So I want to know that my orientation will be done in the same campus, or it will be in the main campus?
So usually it is done at the specific campus. And sometimes it's offered, like one is live and one is virtual. So it just depends. But we do try to offer them.
Okay, then it will be in the Simcoe campus.
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Shavi?
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. And you?
Yeah, I'm good. So my question is that is there a list of documents that we need to carry with us all the time, like while we travel? Is there something that's really important that has to be with us at that time at the port of entry?
So Wednesday at 8:30 a.m., there's actually a session running that's all related to arriving. So it's like a 1-hour session at 8:30 a.m. prior to the session with me, and it goes over in specifics everything about arriving.
All right. Another question.
Yeah.
So we received an email which stated that the class schedule will be available from March 27. So will we get another email once it's available, or do we have to keep checking the web advisor account?
So I don't know that you'll get another one saying it is available unless that comes from your division, because each division loads their own timetables.
Okay, so we just need to regularly check the web advisor account, right?
Yeah, just check it every few days.
All right, all right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Dom?
Hi, good morning. I have two questions. First is, sorry, I missed to get your name. May I have your name?
Oh, it's Crystal Boyd. Hi.
Hi, Crystal. So my other question is on the program changes. Is it still possible to change a program? Currently, I'm enrolled in a 1-year program, but there's one program that interests me, and I'm wondering if I can take that, which is 2 years.
Yeah, so you
And
need to speak to your in-country agent to try to see about availability. A lot of our programs are full, so it can be really hard to transfer from one program to another. So I would definitely start with your agent to kind of look into what options are available.
Okay, got it. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Denise, did you have another question?
Yes, I do have.
Hello.
Denise? Hi.
Yes, hello.
Hi.
Yeah. Question though for the fan card.
Yeah.
How do we apply for the fan card? Do we need to go to the web advisor, or do we need to email?
You need to go to the Fanshawe website under fan card and look that process that way.
I'm sorry.
If you type in fan card on the search bar, yep.
Oh, in the website?
Yes, it's on the Fanshawe website. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So, Pawandeep.
Hello again. So actually, I had a doubt that can you just share that what are the bus timings, like public transport timings in the London city?
Yeah, so some buses start running as early as 6:30, I believe, a.m.
Okay.
And they run until midnight.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. MK?
Hi, good morning. To ask about the WRIT assessment.
Yeah, the RIT assessment. Yeah.
Assessment, yes. Actually, I'm having a problem with this laptop, the camera of my laptop, and when I try to download it to my iPad, this lockdown browser or something.
Okay.
This it doesn't show the name of the institution of the school, the Fanshawe College. So wasn't able to do the assessment. Is it? Am I automatically enrolled to this assessment?
No, so if you don't sign up for one, you just wouldn't have one, and they would just place you in RIT anyways. So
Actually,
worst case, they are just going to place you in a RIT course. The RIT assessment just lets them see sort of where your level is and what, if any, what language level you should be in. But I'm going to send you the RIT email. If you send them an email directly, they should be able to follow up with you.
Okay, all right. I'll just email them. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Okay, so we're down to our last few questions. Appeline?
Well, thanks a lot for the presentation. I have two questions. I have family living in Toronto. I would like to spend a few days with them before moving to London. Can I take advantage of the shuttle?
So unfortunately, you can't. You would have to take the shuttle when you first arrive.
Okay.
Yeah. So unfortunately, you would have to book your own transportation, or your family would have to help you, bring you. Unfortunately, yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. And can I open the bank account and contract to mobile the mobile plan in Toronto?
You should be able to, because it is within Ontario.
Yeah.
And I just check with them that if you get a Toronto number, it's not going to be long distance for people to call you in London. That's just the only thing you want to check, is just to make sure that that's not going to be a problem. And then once you move to London, you should be able to transfer your bank to a London branch if you need to.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Osijo?
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Okay, please, I just have some couple of questions to ask. Number one, it has to do with the accommodation and the international student form.
Okay.
If I've not, because I'm still trying to get an accommodation with my family. So is it compulsory I get the accommodation before filling the international student form?
No. So you can leave the accommodation address blank. Are you traveling with family or traveling on your own?
So I'm coming with my family.
Okay. So what will happen is we will receive your form and we will then send you an email saying we cannot proceed any sort of receipts and stuff without an address. So then you would just wait until you had an address and then send us an email. But you can definitely send us the form earlier. Yeah.
Okay.
We just can't fully process it until we have an address.
Okay. So the second question has to do with transportation for my family. However, I've mailed them Fanshawe Cares initially. So they sent me a couple of transportation options to go with. So I wanted to ask, if I don't want to go with those transportation options, maybe I have another alternative. Do I still benefit from the $100 reimbursement as a student?
Unfortunately, no. So it has to be with one of our approved providers. And that's just because we have a way to to know that they are a reliable service and stuff. So to get the credit, it has to be with one of our service providers. Yeah.
Okay. Then my third question is on fan card.
Yeah.
So when I get the accommodation, does the card, can I use it in any of the buses? Is it free or do I have to credit the card?
No. the card is your bus pass. So you don't have to put anything on the card and it'll just start tapping the first day of classes. Yeah.
Okay, within London only.
Within London. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, is there any time limit?
Nope. You can use it as many times a day as you want from the time the buses start running until the time they close, and even on weekends.
Okay. Okay. Then secondly, I want to ask, what is the difference between London, because I am a business management student. Okay. So now on my form, they wrote London South. So what's the difference between London and London South? I get confused with that.
So London South is just one of our campus sites within London. So it is a decent distance from Oxford campus. It is on the southeast side of London, but there's a lot of stuff around there. It's a really good campus. And you still have all the benefits of the Oxford campus. You can still use the wellness center, any of the resources, and you'll have like the option to meet with an SLC at that campus or someone from career services. So there is staff from the Oxford location services offered at South and downtown.
Okay, so my last but not the least question, it has to do with the airport.
Yep.
On our arrival at the airport, if we need any assistance, maybe with a Fanshawe care assistant, even that's I and my family, where do we access them and how do we go about it?
Yeah, so there isn't any specific airport assistance, but whoever you've booked your transportation with should give you specific steps to get to that.
Okay.
And if not, there is help within the airport from the general population. But unfortunately, we don't have staff stationed in the airport.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Smriti?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine too. So I have a question regarding the shuttle services that you provide, that we will be getting from the Fanshawe College. It means, is it compulsory to opt for it? Actually, I have my family living over there in Ontario. So can I opt to go with them?
Yeah, so you don't have to take the shuttle with us. If you have family members or friends willing to pick you up, that's perfectly fine. Yeah.
Okay. So regarding so I can mention that regarding this in the international student form, we have an option regarding the question regarding if we are opting the shuttle services or not. So I had a confusion if is it compulsory or not?
Yeah, so you would not be getting the shuttle if family's picking you up.
Yeah, okay.
So you could just send us an email to Fanshawe Cares at fanshawec.ca with the updated info, such as I no longer need the shuttle type thing.
Okay.
Okay.
So I have to additionally send you an email also, apart from that filling in that international student form.
No.
No.
No, and then just send us an email if you're making any changes to the form.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And Molpreet.
Have a great day.
Hello, ma'am. Good evening. May I have one question, that how we'll have to upload a photo on fan card?
Yeah, so if you just follow the steps that are laid out on the website, it will walk you right through the steps of what the picture needs to look like and what needs to be uploaded.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so I keep getting more people raising their hand, and we are long past our time frame. So I'm just going to try to get through these last questions. So if I can have nobody after Palak raise their hand. Okay. Okay, so Okolo. Okola, did you have a question? Okay, how about Joseph?
Yeah, good morning, madam.
Good morning.
I have a question about the accommodations. I will arrive Canada by April 25, but I'm coming alone. I would like to take the accommodations inside the college in London. I already filled the form that I have, form, but I didn't buy already my or I would like to know the deadlines of the accommodation and the steps to get a housing in the college.
Yeah, so if you want to stay in residence, if you send us an email to the Fanshawe Cares at fanshawec.ca email, we can send you out the application.
Okay, because by the time I was filling the form, the web form,
you don't fill the web form?
No, yeah, I already filled Friday last week, but I didn't fill the part that asking about the direction of the of where I will be staying in Canada, because I don't know how to get housing or accommodation inside the college.
Okay, so what's on the website for residents is different. Okay, so you would need to send us an email to Fanshawe Cares at fanshawec.ca. I just put the email in there, asking for a residence application. We'll send it back to you, and then you just send it back to us, and then it goes to residents. It's a different process for international students. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And then you'll see you have different options on the application.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Princess.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
I just want to ask about the process on how I can add my family members to the More Care health insurance plan.
Yeah, so you can add them on once classes start. So you have to actually wait until the first day of classes, and then you'll be able to add them on through More Care. But we are going to have Kim with us next Monday to talk to us about More Care.
I see. Okay. So I can only add them when my classes starts.
Yes. So you'll have emergency travel coverage for the 30 days prior to, but your family won't. So you'll want to make
Oh yeah. Okay, understand. Got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Palik.
Hi, sorry again, but it's a follow-up question. Do we need to upload our visa or some other form on the web advisor before we land there?
You shouldn't need to upload that on Web Advisor per se. We may ask you to upload that through International eventually, but that would be through the web, like through our information. But I don't think, because when you load it with the ISF, and then you may have to load the actual visa proof. Okay, but I wouldn't think through Web Advisor. But I'm not certain how those come in. Actually, that's a really good question. We will have a student life coordinator with us next week, and they can likely answer sort of what needs to be uploaded and when.
Okay, that's great. Okay. That's fine. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, last two here.
Hello, ma'am. Hello. Hi, I'm Harshita. I want to know about on-campus accommodation. Is it available on South Campus? London South Campus?
It's not available on South Campus. The South Campus is pretty far for the residents. It would probably be about a 45-minute bus ride. So we usually don't recommend that our South students stay on campus, but if you wanted to anyways, then yes, you could send us an email and we could send you out the form, and you could still apply, but it is a little bit of a bus ride.
Okay. Or is there any last date for applying for on-campus accommodation?
No, on campus would just be applying until they're full. because they don't rent everything out over the summer, so it's just rented a bit differently.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome. Ramon? Ramon, did you still have a question?
Yes.
Hi.
Good day. What if you're coming up for May and I haven't received a visa approval as yet? When is the deadline for a deferral?
So we would need to have your approval by April 12th.
Okay.
Yeah, we have to have the approval and the form done by April 12th.
Okay. All right,
Okay.
thanks.
Peters? Hi.
Yeah, my question is about on-campus accommodation. How long does it take for Fanshawe to get back to us after we fill the form?
Sorry, most of that was cut off. I'm not sure if it's a bad connection.
I said, how long does it take for Fanshawe to get to us after we fill the residence form?
The residence process?
Like, how long does it take to get back to us after we fill the residence form?
So my understanding was is within the next week or so, she's starting to process the forms. So it's just a matter of timing. So you should hear back early April. Okay. And guys, we are out of time. We've gone a full half hour past what this was supposed to be. But I really appreciate the questions. I think it's so amazing and so great that you all are so engaged. We will have time for questions throughout the next 10 days. And every day of the series is going to be a different topic. So I hope you're able to join us tomorrow. We are going to have Fanshawe online here, and they're fantastic. It's going to teach you about how to use your online learning softwares. So yeah, so thank you all for all the great questions. Thank you for making this session wonderful. And I'm looking forward to seeing you all tomorrow morning at the same time or tomorrow evening. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day or a great overnight. Take care, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
You too,
you.
ma'am. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Have a